The recent CDK cyber attack against mostly car dealerships, but it happened through a third party, is a very good case study in how cyber attacks work and what the response is from clients, from third parties, and from insurance companies. So the cyber attack hit the company CDK, which provides technical platforms for new car dealerships, automotive dealerships, to help manage their sales department, their service department, parts department, for paperwork, scheduling, accounting. And since the dealerships all go through CDK, one cyber attack against one company affected 15,000 car dealerships, many of which were effectively shut down for about a week. They couldn't sell cars, couldn't work on cars. Some dealerships found workarounds with old school pen and paper, but many of them were just out of business. So now that the cyber attack is over, CDK, the company, eventually resolved it. I'm not sure if they paid a ransom or did something internally. Now the legal process starts. And some dealerships are now filing insurance claims for the damages, for the losses, if they lost sales, if they had to pay extra money for overtime. Is it going to work? Well, it depends on what your insurance policy covers. If you have a cyber liability insurance policy, that's great, but some of them only cover if you as a company are individually hacked. If a third party's hacked, it affects you, you may not have coverage for third parties. Also, if you have business interruption insurance, BI, you will be back in your video in just a few seconds. In the meantime, remember that actualhuman.com offers you live one-on-one private video consultation with an expert in this exact subject. We want to listen to your story. We want to hear your questions. We want to give you expert advisement of your options and tell you what we know about your particular situation. Now back to your video. It may not kick in unless you have a physical damage to your premises, which a hack really isn't. So you have to look at your coverages to make sure that it does cover the types of things that are losses. So the types of coverages are important. Many times commercial lines insurance policies are very complex, have different layers of coverages, endorsements, exclusions from coverage. So you have to make sure that, especially in these days of cyber liability, that you know what kind of coverages you have. The most important thing is to realize in these, developing cyber attack environment, the biggest risk to most companies is a cyber attack. It's not your building burning down. It's not, a hurricane. It's not other types of losses. Cyber attack is growing like wildfire. And while your general liability policy might have an endorsement for some cyber coverage, it probably doesn't cover third parties. It probably has a limit of maybe $10,000 or $15,000, which is nothing. And it may have a lot of exclusions. You really want to take a look at a standalone cyber liability policy and see what the coverage differences are. Ask your agent, ask your broker, what's excluded. Have them look at it. They may not know from by heart what the coverages are, but have them go through it, because whatever coverages you decide, you want to know what you're covered for and what you're not covered for. And if you might want to make a decision to not have insurance for certain perils or risks, that's fine, as long as you know what they are. You don't want to be surprised later when something comes up and says, hey, wait a minute, I thought I would be taken care of. And you can decide whether it's worth the money to spend or not. But because cyber liability and cyber attacks are a very, very new type of insurance and very new type of risk, it's an evolving type of landscape, and you want to know exactly what is going to be your responsibility to take care of if there's a loss or if there's a claim. Thank you for watching another video at actualhuman.com and describe.tv. Remember, if you have questions or comments about our videos, put them in the link below. Also, remember that you have availability and access to live one-on-one question and answer consultation with a licensed expert in a number of fields: investigations, insurance, surety bonds, civil court mediation, even things like real estate records research, real estate brokers, real estate mortgage lenders. In addition, you're going to find that experts are available in business segments, business development, marketing, advertising, certified licensed experts. So if you do find this content valuable and you want to delve more deeply into a subject, you can't ask YouTube a question, right? But if you want to talk to somebody live, an actual human, use the link below. Thanks for watching.